solar system. So it is very important for us to protect the earth from the pollution, deforestation, and global warming. Of course, we should protect this valuable earth from the pollution, deforestation, and global warming. So we should protect the earth for the forthcoming generations. Am I right or not? Okay, just see how we will protect our earth. So we have to protect our earth from the pollution and other dangers which is causing to the earth. So we will see what you mean by pollution. So pollution is the process of making land, water, air, or other parts of the environment dirty and not safe or suitable to use. Suppose if the land, water, air, everything is polluted, means that will not be suitable for the human usage. So everything should be a clean and everything should be a good, then only we can use it and then only we can be healthy. So if anything spoiled means it will not fit for use. So we should protect our earth from different kinds of pollutions. So we should avoid the pollutions. We should avoid the pollution causing agents also. This can be done through the introduction of the contamination to a natural environment. Of course, natural environment affect பண்ணக்கூடிய எல்லா contaminationsமே என்னதான் pollution தான். ஸோ இந்த கண்டாமினேஷன் வந்து டேஞ்சிபிளாகவும் இருக்கலாம், இன்டாஞ்சிபிளாகவும் இருக்கலாம், கண்ணுக்கு புலப்படக்கூடியதாகவும் இருக்கலாம், புலப்படாததாகவும் இருக்கலாம். ஸோ இந்த பொல்யூஷன்ஸ் எது மூலமா வரும்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மேபி லைட், சவுண்ட், டெம்பரேச்சர். ஸோ இதில் கூட வந்து என்ன ஆகும் அப்படின்னா பொல்யூஷன்ஸ் வந்து வரும். ஸோ லைட் ரொம்ப அதிகமாக இருந்தாலும், டியூரிங் நைட் டைம்ஸில் வந்து லைட் இருந்தாலும் பொல்யூட் பண்ணும். அதே மாதிரி சவுண்ட்ஸ், எனார்மஸ் அமௌண்ட் ஆஃப் சவுண்ட்ஸ் இருந்ததுன்னா தட் வில் ஆல்சோ ஸ்பாயில் த ஹெல்த் ஆஃப் த people. And also similarly the temperature. So the temperature should be a normal one. Abnormal, if there is an abnormal temperature prevailing in the earth, means it definitely it will affect the human habitation. So that can also be controlled. In these ways the pollutants may arise. So these pollutants should be avoided, then only we can safeguard our environment. Okay. So in order to control these pollutions, we are celebrating the Pollution Control Day. So in every year, 2nd December is observed as a National Pollution Control Day. Okay, National Pollution Prevention Day is observed in the every year 2nd December. So you people know very well what day is observed on 1st December. So the 1st December is observed as a AIDS Prevention Day. Okay. So similarly, the 2nd December is observed as a National Pollution Prevention Day. So why this National Pollution Prevention Day is observed and followed by the people and celebrated by us means in order to protect our valuable earth. Okay, so this day is observed in the why this day was started and why they started to celebrate this National Pollution Day means in order to memorize the people who lost their lives in a Bhopal gas calamity. You may be heard about Bhopal gas calamity. In Bhopal, the gas leakage may happen and 10 in that tragedy. No, it was happened in the year 1984 actually, during the night of 2nd and the 3rd December. So in order to memorize this tragedy, this day was celebrated. National Pollution Prevention Day was celebrated in the 2nd December of every year. So actually in this tragedy, one gas was leaked out. That gas name is called methyl isocyanate gas. So it was leaked out and it killed more than 10,000 people in that state. Okay, so it was considered as the biggest industrial pollution disaster. We never ever heard about. Okay, so the next is objectives of the day. Why this day is celebrated? What is the main objective or aim of celebrating this National Pollution Control Day means in order to spread the awareness on managing and controlling industrial disasters. So in order to spread the awareness only, we are celebrating this day as a National Pollution Control Day. So the people will get aware. ஒரு அவேர்னஸ் கிடைக்கும் இல்லைங்களா. ஸோ பொல்யூஷன்ஸ் வந்து இருக்கக்கூடாது, பொல்யூஷனை கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணணும்னு ஒரு அவேர்னஸ் இருக்கணும் இல்லையா. ஸோ அதே மாதிரி இண்டஸ்ட்ரி பீப்புளுக்கும் இந்த மாதிரி டிசாஸ்டர் வரக்கூடாது, ப்ரிகாஷன் ஆக்டிவிட்டிஸ் வந்து எடுக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிற இதுக்கு தான் இந்த நேஷனல் பொல்யூஷன் கண்ட்ரோல் டே வந்து செலிப்ரேட் பண்ணாங்க. அண்ட் ஆல்சோ டு ப்ரிவென்ட் த பொல்யூஷன் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பை இண்டஸ்ட்ரியல் ப்ராசஸ் ஆர் ஹியூமன் நெக்லிஜென்ஸ் அண்ட் ஆல்சோ ப்ரிவென்ட் தி pollution produced by a industrial process as well as the human negligence. So human beings ஓட நெக்லிஜென்ஸ்னாலயும் சில pollutions வந்து நிறைய pollutions வருது, அதையும் prevent பண்றதுக்காக this day was celebrated. And also to make a people and industries aware about the importance of pollution control acts. So many pollution control acts was enacted by the Indian government. So in order to create an awareness on these pollution control acts among the people, this day was celebrated. So this was the main objective of celebrating this National Pollution Control Day. And the next aspect is preventive methods taken by the government and through Indian legislations. So what are all the main Indian legislations was passed by the government in order to control the pollution means the first act is Water Act of 1974 and Water Chest Act of 1977. So through this act they can preserve the water. So we are in need of pure water, pure air, pure food, pure soil. So everything must be pure in order to live happily. So in order to ensure the purity and in order to ensure the cleanliness of this, all these act was passed by the government. So Water Act will look after the water pollution, and Water Chase Act is also there in order to control the pollution, and Air Act of 1981 and Environment Act of 1986 and Environmental Rules of 1986 is also there. And so many acts also there. Some of them are listed here for your reference. Manufacture, storage and import of hazardous chemical rules of 1989 and manufacture, storage, import and export and storage of hazardous microorganisms, genetically engineered organisms or cells rules of 1989. Chemical accidents and biomedical waste rules of 1998 and recycled plastics manufacture and usage rules of 1999. So you people know very well about the dangerousness of plastics. So in order to control the plastic products and also create an awareness regarding the recycling of plastic products, this rule was amended in the year 1999. Okay, so that rule is called as a recycled plastics manufacture and usage rule of 1999. And another act was passed by the government, ozone depleting substances regulation rules of 2000, in order to protect the ozone layer. So this act was passed. So what are the efforts should be followed in order to protect this ozone layer will be mentioned in this particular act. And Noise Pollution Act rules of 2000. So the neighbors or industrialists should not create so much of noise. So if they are creating much noise means it will disturb the normal human beings and animals and everything. So in order to protect these people, this act was passed by the government, Noise Pollution Rules of 2000. So this act will regulate and control all the noise pollution, pollutants also. And Municipal Solid Waste Management and Handling Rules of 2000. So solid waste management is the biggest problem prevails nowadays in all the countries. The solid products cannot be because it becomes what you call the place will not be seen good. So this solid product should be managed properly. So in order to manage or handle the solid waste management, this act was passed in the year 2000, Municipal Solid Waste rules of 2000. And batteries rules of 2001, in order to, so many batteries are there, biggest batteries, smallest batteries, the different kinds of batteries are used in electronical items. So that will also become a garbage in an earth and it will spoil the beauty of the earth. So in order to control those batteries, this rule was passed in the year 2001. And Environment Impact Assessment Notification. So in order to protect the environment, this act was passed. And National Green Tribunal Act, Solid Waste Management Rule 2016 is also passed. And Hazardous and Other Waste Rules 2016, Biomedical Waste Management Rules 2016, Plastic Waste Management Rules, E-Waste. So electronic waste, you maybe heard about electronic waste. So this cannot be dumped in the earth. if we are dumping those electronic waste means it occupies more space, and the space will not look good. It will spoil the environment also. It will create some health issues also. Okay, so in order to control these e-waste, the rule was passed in the year 2016. So only thing is, so many rules were passed regarding this pollution control. The only thing is we should follow all the rules and regulations and measures in order to protect our earth. So construction and demolition waste management rules 2016. So this is relevant to the construction of building and demolition of building. So while we are demolishing the building, there may be a lot of wastage arise. So how we can handle and manage those wastages will be mentioned in this rule. So we should follow. And you people know very well the different types of pollutions. Okay, air pollution, land pollution, thermal pollution, radioactive pollution, sound pollution, light pollution, visual pollution, and noise pollution. So you people already know very well what it means. So air pollution means the air should not be polluted. Okay, so we should get a good air for breathing. And land, of course, the land is also in a good condition. It should be look good, and it should not be toxicated with so many toxins. Okay, because we are using nowadays we are using so many fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, so many things we are using. So the land should not be polluted. Okay, suppose if the land is affected with all these means, that is called land pollution. So of course, if anything happen to if any sewage water or any industrial wastages are mingled with the water, means that becomes a water pollution, of course. So there, while we are creating a thermal power using a water, we can create an energy. So while we are creating that, there may be a lot of wastages may arise that will also affect the human health. And radioactive pollution, so radio raises are also comes out of machineries, comes out of electronic goods, that will also spoil our health. And light pollution, of course, even during nights the people are working nowadays in order to earn more money. So this light creates a lot of problems. We will see each aspect in detail in forthcoming slides. So visual pollution, of course, the environment should look good. How the environment will be looking good means it should not we should not keep garbages in the earth. We should not dump so many wastages in the earth. So when we see the earth, it will be good. It will be filled with a lot of trees, vegetations, and crops and everything. So then only it will be good to see the earth. So if it is not like that, means it is called as a visual pollution. And noise pollution, of course. So if enormous noise is arising because of the usage of machineries, means that will create a noise pollution. So these are the different types of pollutions. So again, it was listed here in a text format for your reference. So we will see it in a detailed manner, each aspect. So some of the facts about air pollution. You people know very well what do you mean by air pollution. If the air is not fit for breathing, means that becomes an air pollution. Here the important facts about air pollution is 9 out of 10 people do not breathe safe air, of course, because the air is completely polluted. Even in rural areas, it is not polluted that much. In metropolitan cities and city side, the air is not at all good for breathing. So 9 out of 10 people do not breathe safest air. So air pollution kills 7 million people every year globally. So globally, 7 million of people are died because of this air pollution, and 4 million of whom die from indoor air pollution. So within the country, there is a lot of air pollutions that will affect so many people. Millions and millions of people are died because of this air pollution. And a microscopic pollutant is so tiny that it can pass through mucous membrane and other protective barriers to damage lungs, heart, and brain. Of course, this very tiny particles which is mingled with the air can affect the lungs, heart, and brain. And children's and old persons are highly affected because of this air pollution. So because of the air pollution, many people are affected, and many of them get lungs cancer, heart problem, and brain problems, brain damages. Okay, and also because of this air pollution, the climate can also be changed enormously. Normally, the seasons will come in retirement in rotation basis, but actually it's not coming like that. மழை பெய்யுற காலத்துல வெயில் அடிக்குது, வெயில் வர வேண்டிய காலத்துல பனி வருது, பனி வர காலத்துல மழை வருதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கு. ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி வந்து இஷ்யூஸ் வந்து ஏர் பொல்யூஷன்ல இருக்கு. இந்த ஏர் பொல்யூஷன் எதனால உருவாகுது அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, the key pollutants include particulate matter, a mix of solid and liquid droplets arising from fuel combustion. So while we are while we are using a fuels, this kind of air pollution is arising. And nitrogen dioxide from road traffic, so in road transportation, nitrogen dioxide is arising. And ozone at ground level caused by the reaction of sunlight with pollutants from industrial facilities is also causing air pollution. And vehicle emissions due to vehicle usage, the gases comes out of the vehicles also creates a air pollution. And uh, sulfur dioxide sulfur dioxide. Once again, causes of air pollution. One second. Causes of air pollution, why the air pollution is created means because of these reasons, mainly because of vehicle emissions and sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide from road traffic. This air pollution is arise. Not only that, bursting of crackers during festival times, or otherwise in order to celebrate any achievements, we are bursting the crackers. So this will also create a air pollution. And vehicles running on the roads also creates a air pollution, we already seen. And bomb blast, because the fight between the countries also create have a bomb blast, so that bomb blast will create a air pollution. And leakage of gases via industries etc will also create the air pollution. So these are the causes of air pollution. So the next aspect is water pollution. So the water will get contaminated because of so many aspects, so that water will not be fit for drinking. So if the water is not fit for drinking means that becomes a water pollution. We will see one by one what is the reason for this water pollution. We people know that, but anyhow we will see once again. Okay, see, contamination of water is called water pollution, not fit for drinking, of course. The release of harmful elements into the water bodies like ponds, lakes, streams, estuaries, oceans, and rivers causes water pollutions. Okay, so in water resource, we should not mingle we should not mingle the wastages. So if you are mingling all the wastages into these rivers and all the ponds, lakes, means definitely it will spoil the water. So water is something that all living organisms depend on to live. We people know that. And water pollution impacts every levels of the ecosystem, including human health, of course. So what are the main causes of this water pollution means oil spills, detergents, fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, and industrial wastage. Of course, you people know very well what do you mean by oil spills. So the oil which comes from the industry is spread into the rivers means that definitely that will spoil the rivers and water resources. And detergents, we are using every day, we are using so many detergents that will also spoil the water. And fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides which is used in agriculture will also spoil the water pollution. And industrial wastages also create this kind of water pollution. And the next aspect is noise pollution. You know very well how the noise will create a irritation to the people. Okay, so if a normal noise means it will be easy to hear. Abnormal noise is created by the people means definitely we could not able to hear it. And it will create a stress and it will create hypertension, hearing loss, and sleep disturbances. Everything will be happened due to this noise pollution. And that's next category, you maybe heard about radioactive pollution. So this radioactive pollution is an increase in the levels of natural radiation which is caused by human activities only. Because of human activities only, so many pollutions are created, you people know very well. So this radioactive pollution usually comes from the nuclear power industry. Okay, normally every country have fight with other countries. They fight for fence problem and other problems, they are fighting with other countries. So they want to become a high powered persons in a nuclear manufacturing. So everybody started to producing nuclear bombs and all. While they are producing these nuclear kind of bombs and other things, definitely it will spoil the environment. So that pollution is called as a radioactive pollution. It will definitely damage the people's brain, health, everything. Okay. And then light pollution, of course. Even during daytime, we are not at all working in the daytime, it's daytime alone, we are even working in the night time also. So if we are working in the night time means we are burning all the lights. Okay, so that light will create some of the pollutions, it will disturb the human health also. So we will see in what way. So most people can't imagine living without the modern convenience of electric lights. Of course, without light, we can't live. For the natural world, though, lights have changed the way that days and nights work. Of course, day and night, we are working for that light is very much essential. So some consequences of light pollutions are listed here. Some, what it will cause, what the light pollution actually causes means some birds singing at unnatural hours in the presence of artificial light. So the birds will not sing at the night, only few birds will sing at the night. Many of the birds will sing during the daytime only. But this when we burning these lights, the birds think that it is a day and it started to sing even during nights. So it will spoil the birds community also. And scientists have determined that long artificial days can affect migration schedules as they allow for longer feeding times. Of course, this will affect the day-to-day life of the animals, birds, and as well as the people also. Their life cycle can also be changed. Of course, it will affect the sea turtles also. Because of this light pollution, it will affect the sea turtles also, and it will affect the life of the ozone also, because so many living organisms are living in the ozone, you people know very well. So that living organism will be getting affected because of this light pollution. Okay. And then everybody may feel difficult because of this light pollutions. And thermal pollution, of course, due to while we are creating the water, using water, we can create an energy. So while we are manufacturing this, a lot of wastages will arise that will definitely help spoil the health of the people. And it will spoil the surface of the water, roads, and everything, environment also. And visual pollution, of course, the land, the environment should look good. Am I right? So the environment should be look good. If it does not look good means it will also create some irritations. That is called visual pollution. When we look at the nation, when we look at the environment, it will be a good. There should not be any garbage, there should not be any wastages, there should not be any pollutants. So if all these are in the earth means definitely it will affect the life of the people. So visual pollution can come in many forms, most of which are caused by human actions. So this pollution can also be created by the human. Without human, no pollution will happen. If there is no human being means there will not be any pollution. Okay. So this because of this visible pollution, the landscape will change. How the landscape will change means when we are dumping all the garbages in one particular place, definitely it will spoil the beauty of that place. So that's why we are saying that it is a visible pollution. And also building wastages, a lot of building is constructed and demolished. While we are demolishing these buildings, all the wastages will be kept in a place. So that cannot be managed, handled in a proper way. If you are not handled and managed in a proper way means that becomes a visual pollution. So that will not give a good effect, that will not give a good look. Okay, so that is called as a visual pollution. So how this visual pollution is created, or causes of visual pollution is landfills. So you people know very well what you mean by landfills. Mingling all the garbages into the water resources is called landfills. So that landfills should not be there. So that landfills will create a, of course, visual pollution. And littering means all the wastages. We are keeping all the wastages in the earth also, cause visual pollution. And creating lot of smog, because of human activities, a lot of smog maybe arise while we are burning the fuels. The smog will arise, so that will cause visual pollution. And plastic pollution, of course, you people know very well how the plastic is dangerous to the human life. Even though we are very much aware of the plastic pollution and plastic dangerous of plastic, still we people are using the plastic products. Every day we are using the plastic products, and all the grocery items and food products will be stuffed in the plastic covers only. After using those items, the covers will be dispersed in the earth. Definitely it will spoil the environment. Okay, plastic pollution is very very dangerous. You maybe heard about it. When it was taken by the animals will die. Okay, it will not destroy while we are burning that plastic products. The smog arising out of it will cause a cancer. Dangerous diseases will be created by that. So it cannot be destroyed, it cannot be decomposed. மண்ணில் போட்டு மக்கவும் செய்யாது இல்லைங்களா. ஸோ இது எல்லாமே டேஞ்சரஸ் தான். And then wastages from the buildings, and wires wastage, and advertisement, lot of advertisements will create an irritation, and noise pollutions can be created. And traffic signs, so many traffic signs are in the road means that will also give an irritation for the drivers. That is also one of the pollution. And light pollution, air travel, excessive waste production, excessive consumption. Even we are consuming more than our need means that is also create some kind of pollutions. Okay, so these are the different causes of pollution, visual pollution. And what are the effects of this visual pollution means? Lower quality life, the life will not be good. If there is a visual pollution effect is prevails in our place means definitely it will lower the quality of the life. And mental issues will be created, and physical health issues can also be created. And decrease in property prices, the property prices will be decreased because of the environment. Because if the place is not looking good means the people never come forward to buy a building. So automatically the price of the buildings and the price of the sites will be decreased. And eye fatigue, so the visual pollution creates an eye fatigue, we will get irritated. And loss of original character of region, distraction, accidents, neglect of highly visually polluted areas, all these are the effects of visual pollution. So every place we live must be clean and good and fit for our life. So then only the life is smooth going, or otherwise it will create a lot and lot of problems. And how we are observing World Pollution Prevention Day. How we can celebrate the World Prevention Day means we can plant more trees on that day, and we can plant more crops on that day. In this way we can celebrate the World Pollution Prevention Day. And also we should create an awareness programs about recycling and reuse of materials, and reduce the usage of plastic materials. All this can be introduced, or give awareness to the people on that day. Okay, so the how this day will be celebrated means by doing all these activities, by way of planting trees, by way of planting crops, by way of planting vegetations, and way of insisting the people to go for recycling and reuse of materials, and reduce the usage of plastic materials, all these things. Okay, so you people know very well plastic is biodegradable one and poisonous one, and it will spoil the environment. So we insist the people to reuse it or recycle those things. And say no to plastic. முடிஞ்ச வரைக்கும் plastic product யூஸ் பண்ணாம இருக்கிறது good. And go for eco friendly product. ஸோ எக்கோ ஃப்ரெண்ட்லி ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ்க்கு அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் ஓரியன்டாக இருக்கக்கூடிய ப்ராடக்ட்ஸாக நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணோம்னா, அதாவது என்விரான்மெண்ட்டை ஸ்பாயில் பண்ணாத ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணோம்னா இட் வில் பி குட். அண்ட் ப்ரிஃபர் நேச்சுரல் ஃபர்டிலைசர்ஸ். So இயற்கை உரம் கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க. We can use the natural fertilizers also, and safeguard waste resources. So waste resources should be safeguarded and managed and handled in a proper way. So in this way we can celebrate the World Pollution Prevention Day. And important facts about pollution, some of the important facts, these things we already discussed. Anyhow, one more time we will see. Plastic pollution, you know very well. Killings by polluted air, of course. Because of pollution of air, so many people lost their life. The best example is Bhopal gas tragedy. Okay, more than 10,000 people were died in that tragedy because of that leakage of what do you call, isocyanate, methyl isocyanate gas. Okay, and zone of death, of course, some of the places even declared as a zone of death, prone areas for death, because that places are not suitable for human habitation. So that's why those places are declared as a zone of death. Even most of the metropolitan cities are not good for human habitation, because everything is polluted. Air, water, land, soil, everything is polluted there. So marine deaths, of course, in ozone, we are mingling a lot of garbages into that ozone. Definitely it will spoil the ozone living organism. Microorganisms will die. And C2 producer, China plays a first place in producing a carbon dioxide, and USA plays a second place in producing a carbon dioxide. So all these things are dangerous to the environment. And importance of World Prevention Day. Why this day is important means, in order to create a sustainable world. So the world should prevail for a long period of time, because so many persons are there, will come, and so many years the earth should rotate. It should tilted. The earth is stopped its tiltation means definitely the human life is not possible. If the earth wants to be tilted properly means everything should be kept in a proper way. And to save the ones who are not responsible, of course, why we are celebrating this World Prevention Day means, in order to save the one who are not responsible. So we only damaging the earth, we people, we human beings only creating a lot of pollution to the earth and spoiling the earth's environment. But the forthcoming people, the legal hair, will be get affected because of this. Uh, they are not responsible for this. We only responsible, we are only damaging the earth. So a reminder of the harmful impact of pollution. And different controlling measures should be followed in order to protect our earth. The first one is, nowadays the problem of pollution is increasing day by day, and it is the duty of the respective government and also people to reduce the level of pollution. The government is always taking an initiative, passing a lot of legislation in order to control the pollution. We should generate ideas and plans to control the pollution. And urban wastewater treatment and reuse project, so many projects should be invited and encouraged and give financial assistance in order to protect the earth. Okay, so urban wastewater treatment and reuse projects are written by people means that should be encouraged, and give due concentration on those projects. And that if the project is suitable means that can be adopted in our day-to-day life. And similarly, scientific treatment of solid waste and its management. Solid waste management becomes the biggest problem nowadays. The solid waste cannot be kept in our earth, because some of the countries, they started to shift all these burden to the developing nations. All the developed countries, they're shifting their solid waste to the other developing countries, and they are get rid of out of it. Okay, so they are relieved from the burden, but we are facing the burden. Okay, and reduce generation of waste. Of course, the waste should not be generated unnecessarily. And sewage treatment. So sewage water should be treated properly, managed carefully, and it should not be mingled with the water resources. And reuse of waste and producing energy from waste. Of course, all the wastages can be reused. Okay, we may generate energy from the waste also. If it possible, that kind of projects can be encouraged. and biomedical waste treatment. Of course, in medical field, a lot and lot of wastages are coming out of the hospitals. Managing those waste becomes a greatest problem. If the people are coming out of with this biomedical waste treatment project, means the people are giving the government is giving a lot and lot of financial assistance for those projects also. Okay. And then electronic waste treatment facility, of course, just like that of biomedical waste, the electronic waste is also a biggest problem to the earth. Okay. The electronic products, the waste electronic products cannot be kept on the earth. So when we keep all the electronic wastage on the earth, definitely it creates a visual pollution. We have seen already about the visual pollution, no, that visual pollutions will be created. And then water supply projects. Okay. So water supply related projects and water management related projects can also be encouraged by the government. And resource recovery project, energy saving project, hazardous waste management in urbanized areas, project on the clean development, all these are measures taken by the government in order to protect the pollution. Of course, the global, while we are talking about the pollution, if we forget to talk about the global warming, means it will not be good. So what is global warming? Any one of you, can you say me the answer from girls? Anybody? Anybody? No one is talking with me. Nobody is interacting with me. Any one of you tell me, what do you mean by global warming? I can see only less number of people. While we are joining, I can see a lot of people, but now I can see only less number of people in the group. I don't know why. I think I bored you. Okay. Nobody is giving answer to me. Students are same in all the colleges. Is it so? Okay. I will conclude my lecture by explaining this global warming and deforestation. Global warming is nothing but gradual increase in Earth's temperature. So why this Earth temperature is increasing day by day means because of the human, of course, because of human activities. We are burning the fossil fuels like coal, oils, fuels. So because of that, not only that, we are burning all the trees and everything. Okay. All this will create a different kinds of gases. Okay. So that definitely increases the global temperature by way of depleting the ozone layer. And another important thing is deforestation. So you know very well the deforestation is very dangerous to the earth. We could not save the earth. Because of this deforestation, lot of dangers will happen. One is climate change, desertification, soil erosion, fewer crops, flooding, and increased greenhouse gas effects will spoil the earth because of the deforestation. So what we have to do means, even though there is a lot of pollutions, that pollutions can be controlled by our activities. We should get aware of various legislations and rules and regulations, and those rules and regulations should be followed in order to control the pollution. Okay. Thank you so much for giving the opportunity. Devi?
Okay, Kote.
Okay.
Very nice session.
Okay, thank you.
First எடுத்தோடனே நீங்க ஓகே சொல்லிட்டீங்க. Thank you.
ஆமா, ஆனா ரொம்ப படுத்திட்டேன்.
இல்ல, nice speech.